are going to be a lot of people that are hard to reach, hard to connect with, right? CEOs, people like myself, some of the coaches, we're very hard to get. Now, I'm going to call in the normal business world, you don't get at me, right? It's $1,500 an hour if you want a little chat with me. But in this scenario, in the Be Connected scenario, I'm running a Facebook group where I'm chatting with you guys all the time. When it comes to Facebook chatting and helping, like you see me doing in the Facebook group, I have a Facebook group that's for $20,000 members and up, right? Those are the guys I chat with frequently. But now I'm also doing that for the Be Connected community. So it just using me as an example, and God knows there's tons of people back there far more powerful than me, that because they're here, you can reach them, right? We have like a major player in CEO space here. Man, wouldn't it be great to connect with somebody like that, right? Get to know CEO space more and things of that nature, get to know who they know, right? Huge, great, powerful connections. And you can't get to those people in LinkedIn. I'll tell you right now, most people on LinkedIn have a VA, a virtual assistant running their account, which means you're not even if you think you're speaking to somebody, you're not. Everyone has sloughed off that platform onto, $5 an hour VAs. And that's why it's starting to look like it does. That's why the whole nature of that platform has changed, because of the switch that has occurred. And you can tell when you're talking to the real guy. Or I can anyway. Help to grow your business by connecting with people that can fill your needs. Absolutely. Here's why I really like something that came from Duncan, and the prior one came from Diane for the create valuable connections to people you couldn't reach. So I like this. So help to grow your business by connecting with people that can fill your needs, right? So it's kind of like a built-in Yelp in a way, right? So I would go to the connection generator. Let's say I need stuff like this all the time. I need graphic artists, maybe I need a web job, maybe I need somebody create book covers or whatever, right? And that's a very small example. Maybe I want somebody to run my Instagram, right? Maybe I want somebody to do Facebook ads for me. So I want somebody that I feel like has been vetted, right? So a lot of times I'll go to a couple of friends in my network, or I'll shoot something out and I'll say things like, anybody know a good, I'll do it on Facebook groups, right? Anybody know a good blah, right? Let's say I said a good graphic artist. And all of a sudden, let's say 15 names appear, right? Now, that was helpful because 15 people answered and they said, oh, I know Joanne and Terry and Bill and Mark, right? All of a sudden I have this huge stream and now I'm worse off. I'm like, oh crap. Like I have time to vet 15 people now that have come as a recommendation to me. And then even more so, now I have to click and go see who they are and what they do. And now I got to go look at their website, because if their website looks like crap, I don't believe that they can do graphics. This whole stream has to happen. But in the connection generator, I'm going to be able to go, I want a graphic artist, and I'm going to be able to see, do they got a 5-star rating, right? And what are those 5 stars? Okay, good. This person has a high recommendation. I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to question it, and then if I have a crap experience, I'm going to give a 1 or a 2, right? So it's going to all start to unfold in a very logical manner. Letting go of frustration. I'll bring this one up since we are here. So, yeah, I don't know about you. Actually, that example I just gave you with the Facebook happens to me all the time. I'll go in one of my great groups and I'll say something and I get a whole stream of people. And now I don't know what to do, right? That's frustrating. Trying to find somebody that's really good. Even if you're the type of person that goes over to Fiverr and starts to look for somebody, right? until you groove in on somebody that you really like, you're still in this zone of frustration. And I've been there 1,000 times where I book somebody and they give me something and it's nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. And I kick it back and it comes back, and I kick it back and it comes back, and I kick it back. And a week goes by to where if somebody really knew what they were doing, I would have had that graphic the next day, right? And so there we are. So there we go. Where we go, how to grow. Okay, good. Creating networks within the network. Yes, that are with your niche. Exactly. That will start to naturally unfold. Now, we don't have group segregations, but there's 2 points here that Sandy's actually touched on. One of them for the creating networks within networks. Let's say here you are, and let's say that, you know, Christian or faith-based people are who you want to deal with, right? So now you'll start to do queries based on that, and you'll create your own little network of my connections based wholly on the type of people you want to deal with. Bingo number 1. The other thing I want to point out that Sandy has touched on too, and I want to talk about, Sandy runs her own super organization, right? And so she's a leader within her own network. Now, Sandy has given the people of that network an opportunity to be a part of this network and do searches, because her network doesn't have that ability, right? But now her network can come in here and join and do all sorts of searches, okay? And so that's going to be a great thing. Later, where we're going is you're going to be able to then also tag, you know, and don't quote me on when this comes, but it is a suggestion and I have it on my radar. You can do like a tag that says, hey, I want to be known for the Calabasas Chamber. I want to be known for the Santa Barbara Business Group, or I want to also be a part of, so that what will start to happen is it's a group within a group. And then as you start to do your searches, you'll be able to go do advanced search and say, I only want to see these people, right? And if that's the way you want to play, that's where it's going. I'm not sure the will that matter applies to. Okie doke. Let's see what I'm talking about next here. Okay, good. No spamming. Exactly. Spammers and trollers will be eliminated rapidly by their own behavior. As they get ones, as they get ones, as they get ones. Right now, 1s and 2 ratings get a kick out and get a personal review, right? So people are reading those and finding out, is this a legitimate complaint, or, you know, is there somebody on the network that's going around just doing poor ratings, right? Because if that's the case, that person would be removed. We're going to get rid of crappy people, right? That it's just going to be the nature. Or even if we didn't eliminate them, the algorithm, right, is going to do it for us, just like Google does. The algorithm's going to say, this guy's a 1, it's a solid 1, we don't like him, we will never serve him up. That's what's going to happen, okay? And that no spamming came from Diane. Duncan, you cannot connect with like-minded, highly successful entrepreneurs. Great one, right? So again, do you see we're at, I don't know, maybe we said 8 things, right? You will never, after this call, you will never have a problem selling the connection generator to somebody, okay? This is the goal of this call. You're going to be able to go out now next week, the week after that, and you're going to say, oh man, you're in business. How are you connecting right now? Oh, you used to have your networking events? Let me tell you about this cool tool that I am using right now. And boom, you know, and off you go. Quote 3 or 4 of these, and then say, here's the cool part. It's like $99, and it's $49 a month, but, and you can choose to pay that, right? It's certainly cheaper than the alternatives. But if you bring in 2 new people, you're free for life, right? So it costs you 99 bucks. So that's the conversation he should be saying at that point. What's your link? How do I get this? If he's not, loop back and start with more, right? If we take the attention, the interest, the, you know, kind of the desire and decision to an action point, if we take the AIDA rule of this, then we just loop back up and say, yeah, and man, you know what else it's going to do? It's going to save you money. There's no spamming. You're going to connect with like-minded, highly successful entrepreneurs, etc. All right, you loop back until they finally hit that moment where they're like, oh God, for 99 bucks, I'm just going to try this, right? That's where you're going to get them. Okay. Yes, highly. Now, here's why we're like able to connect with like-minded, highly successful entrepreneurs. And that's because people have paid to be on this platform. When somebody pays and moves from the free model, right, and moves to this paid model, that's where they're saying, I am ready to step up my business. I am done playing small. I am done trying to find people like a needle in a haystack, right? I want to find somebody that also made this decision, is also paying, and wants to do some intentional networking with intentional business, so all of us can get great results. I believe this is one of those higher platforms that the more that people lift as they, you know, they lift others as they climb, right? So, you know, it's kind of like a rising tide. Everyone's going to start to move up. Once there are more categories, I will be able to, yeah, okay. So here's the thing. Do not use it though, just because your categories or whatever might not be there right now. You are correct. More categories are coming, but don't limit your use of it. Think outside of the box and just connect with somebody that's served up as your 6. I want you guys to start using it and see what happens, right? You just never know. For example, let's say Harriet is an actress and a singer, right? Let's say she connects with somebody who isn't looking for any of that, but for some reason the connection generator saw an interest. But you never know where the conversation goes. And it could be like, oh my God, you do singing lessons? I actually have my niece who totally needs that. You just have no idea where that conversation is going to go. It's the intention of the platform that's going to connect us. And then if in that 10 minutes there is nothing that needed to be done by either of you, that's okay too. That's like meeting somebody at a live networking event. What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's super cool. It's really nice meeting you. I'm glad to have spent that time with you. And then you move off to the next person. It's okay. We're just doing it in a different way on this platform. And again, Harriet, you could meet super, you know, leaders, opinion leaders, people that have networks that can distribute, you know, great messages about happiness. Maybe somebody is struggling with something. Oh, I have this super book called The Problems of Work. People like you should be on this around the clock because you aren't single-minded and single-skilled. You have an overarching network of 300 solutions. And I say that to everybody who knows me very well. We have 300 solutions that will solve every problem on the planet. So you should be connecting all day long. I want you to put in the chat, Harriet, that you have had a epiphany to the power of the platform. Heather, meeting qualified leads and not wasting your time with people who are not really a good collaboration partner. Exactly. That's right. Back to wasting the time. We don't have the time. And what is this? This is software that's super simple to operate. You push a flipping button. In fact, if you don't even want to push the button, just go take one of the 6 it served up. Okay. Alrighty, that was Heather. And Bernard, the best way I know to connect to your target audience, an efficient way of locating and engaging your target audience without endless time wasted, sorting through your connections in hopes of finding one that actually acknowledges the needs of your type of product or service and is willing to engage in a discussion about whether you are fit for filling their needs. Exactly. That's right. Duncan, provide a vehicle to grow your business by providing others something of value. Right. Right now, do you know even human connection is of value? There are people out there that probably either haven't spoken on the phone or had a meaningful conversation. What if you got on a call and you're starting to talk about something and you're asking how their business is going, and they're in this platform too, right? They have come to this as a lifeboat as well. There are a lot of people in here looking at this as their lifeboat. And so you start talking and they start crying, right? They're telling you about the fact that whatever, their daughter got COVID, somebody got COVID, somebody died, right? I've had people die during this and I couldn't go to the funeral, right? There are people out there hurting. A little 10-minute conversation could break somebody out of depression, out of overwhelm, out of grief. You just have no idea what you're reaching into. But the thing with the connection generator is we've all agreed we want to connect. We want to make the world a better place. We want to make more money. We want to help others make more money. We want to serve in a bigger way. That is what this platform is, right? Yes, it's got a commercial commodity on it, but we're talking about like 33 million businesses are in dire straits right now, right? There is a lot of people in trouble financially, health-wise, emotionally, spiritually, right? We have a dwindling spiral and we can help them with whatever means. And a simple, I hear you, I care about you, I'm sorry you're going through this right now. I'm glad I could be here with you for this moment. You know, I appreciate your candid. I appreciate your vulnerability. And I want you to know that we are here for you. The Be Connected group is here for you. We are here for you. This is you talking to somebody, right? This is you kind of just being you. You're amazing person that you are, helping somebody else through a moment of crisis. That can carry somebody through the next 3 months of obstacles and barriers. One quality phone call that makes somebody feel better, all right? I want you guys to be thinking so outside of the box that you're gonna run to promote this connection generator tool for the gift that it is. Stop looking at any limitations that you see, you know, stop looking at the fact that it might not be pretty and it might not be ready and full of what you think in your head it is, right? Understand that the underlying current below the tool is really, it's the gateway to connections, okay? Vehicle, yes, okay, good. Sandy, quality connections, more selected above global searching, right? God forbid you go to Google and start to search. Holy crap, good luck there.